friends, I'm so sorry again. Again, YouTube made me do the whole procedure. Anyway, I'm here. Hello. Hello here. And can you see me? Okay, can you see me, Anna? All right, now I can see. Now I can see there. All right, thank you very much. How are you doing, Tooth Fairy? Still there, still there. Okay. Anna just called me. I think oh my goodness. Emily and Dora and Christina and Bo. Sahara Mohammed. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi, Mary Lloyd. How are you doing, dear? I hope you're doing well. Mary and I are very good friends. I hope I could see her more often, but things happen. Life happens, and so my tooth is not there yet. So I kind of talk like this. So let me tell you what we're going to be talking about today. So when you have a project, let's say that you want to make a baby blanket. And I'm going to show you my baby blanket because it's almost done. I still have like 2 more squares. I don't know if you see it from there. So see, I still have all my yarn hanging, but it's a very pretty color. So this is we're going to have it on Etsy. And this is the baby sweater that I knitted for my grandson, but it's not going to fit him. So I think it's going to be for his friend. I think his name is Liam. So anyway, I don't think it's going to fit my beautiful Nicholas because I knitted the back and one front, and then I let it sit there. So it was in a box because you know how things are. You know that then you stop doing something and then you have to come back and then you don't know where you left the instructions. And so the thing is that since I make my own instructions, it was easy for me to figure out what size needles I used. The yarn was already there, and I just counted and did the other part. So, and the sleeves. So anyway, so it is. We're going to have that on Etsy also. Isn't that cute? Isn't it cute? So very European, very English. All right, so that's what Mary said. Okay, so what you want to do is that if you have a stitch that you like, and the stitch for the kid, the swimming class, yes. It is pretty. Oh, you're doing the market bag. I love the market bags. So anyway, what if you find the stitch that you love, like this? And then this is the chart. See? Okay. So what I usually do is go and see, because the charts that the way that Russians write their charts is a little bit different than ours. Some of them are they use the same symbols, but some of them don't. Turkish ladies do not use the same symbols. So you have to kind of watch a video that uses those symbols and figure out what they're doing. So if you want to have a pattern, because here it is the report, which is the repetition is 16 stitches. So now I write it down and I need to figure out how many repetitions I need for whatever project I want to make. Let's say I want to make a sweater or I want to make a baby blanket. So let's make believe that I want to make a baby blanket. And I make my swatch. Please, please do your swatches. Please do your numbers. Because if you don't, what happens is, qué lindo diseño. Gracias, trabajo. Muchas gracias. Dina Torres. So what happens is that what if you have 4 inches are the same as 16 stitches? So I made my swatch and I measured 4 inches gives me 16 stitches. In order to have 30 inches, how many stitches do I need? So what I do is that I multiply the 2 crossed given numbers, which is this by this, and I divide by the leftover number, which is 4, and I come up with 120. But what if, see, if the multiple is 2, well, I have it made. If the multiple is 4, I mean the pattern, then I have it made. Then if the multiple is 5, I also have it made, because 120 are multiples of all those. And if I have multiple of 7, so I need to figure out which is the closest number available that is a multiple of 7, and it's 119, because you take your little phone, you do it on your phone and you click and okay, what if I multiply? So it's 119. So then you have to figure out the number of stitches that you want on the sides. For example, I have 11 stitches on each edge for the blanket. And I have down here, I have the seat stitch also. So I need to figure out how many stitches I need to add in order to have a nice edge. See, these are the edges. So maybe I need to take 1 square off in order to have the amount of the width that I need. But this is pretty wide. It is pretty wide, and I really wanted kind of a good size baby blanket. I wanted like, okay, this, and then I will give you the amount of squares needed for a smaller blanket. For example, if you want to make a car blanket, you know, the car seat blanket, which is when you have your baby in the car and you just have a blanket over the seat. So those are smaller blankets, but this one I like large. So this is what happens when you have to have your own pattern. So for example, this is the pattern that I have for my blanket. I know it's messy. But I do my numbers. I always do my numbers, and I always take time to figure out what is it that I will write it down in a nicer way. But see, then you can make any kind of design that you want on your blanket. And you can do that. You just do Okay, I want all this, I want to be straight stitch on the wrong side, and this I want it to be uh, straight stitch on the right side. So you decide what it is, because when it's like this, it becomes, um, it looks nice on both sides. They're not the same, but they are reversible. And so when you make a pattern for a baby blanket or a scarf or whatever is flat, try to use a stitch that is that looks nice on both sides, even if they're not reversible, even if they're not the same look, but that they would look nice, because there's a lot of stitches that look very funny on the wrong side. But the sweater, where's the sweater? This is the double seat stitch, and it looks nice on both sides. See, this is the right side and this is the wrong side, and they look the same. See? So, and then when you have a blanket like this, where you know that the squares are going to be the seat stitches the same on both sides, and so all those squares look nice on the reverse side. So when you have a pattern like the heart, where's the heart? Oh, here. When you have a pattern like the hearts, you can use it in a baby blanket, but it's not going to be reversible because the stitches do not look the same. If they're knitted on one side, they will appear like pearl on the other. Although the yarn overs will still be there and the hearts will still show. So you probably will be able to keep that stitch for a baby blanket, since it's just use it on this side. It's not going to look ugly on the wrong side, but this is the right side. So this I'll make a video to show you how it's done. And there are a lot of beautiful stitches out there. So, what? The white border. I love the white borders on blankets. I don't like the skimpy ones because then they roll, they do funny things. So when you have a wide uh, margin on both sides, it kind of makes it sturdy. So my, your sister got what? A daughter? Your Eman, your sister had a daughter? Oh, no, no problem. No problem about mistakes. We all, when you make a mistake in English, it means you speak another language. So I never criticize people that make mistakes in any language, because it means they speak other language besides Spanish or English or whatever. ¿Qué pasa de Guatemala? ¿Qué dices, Patricia? Hi, how are you doing? Thank you very much. I'm doing fine. Qué linda. Thank you. And she has 6 kids. So this is the 7th. Órale. Thank you, Patricia. Ay, qué linda. Thank you. We have a lot of new friends. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for being with us. Oh my goodness. Sí, Ana, la que está escribiendo, the lady that's writing with JoannesWeb, that's Ana. She's my daughter. Do not believe that I am capable of talking and writing at the same time. It's not one of my assets. I can only think and move my mouth. I cannot think and write and move my mouth. It's not something that I'm capable of. Okay. Very nice to see you. Very nice to see you too. Anyway, my daughter is one of those beautiful people on earth. She is. Do you know angel people? Like those people that make you feel nice, that make you feel uh, at ease. Well, she's one. She and my daughter and my sister Patricia, the two of them are my earth angels. Okay. Oh, this is the sixth one. Still, I am the oldest one of six children. So I babysat plenty. And not too much because we were raised in Mexico and uh, there were nannies and uh, my mother was able to have people to work for her. So it was not like I babysat all that much. I did change diapers, and when we traveled, of course, I was the oldest one. So I was the one in charge of a lot of stuff. So, but yes, I'm the oldest one of six. The seed stitch does appear more beautiful than I expected. Really? Been doing a bit of crochet. Okay. But I think it was you who said that you believe that the seed stitch is boring. That's what you said last Wednesday, that you consider this. It is boring. It is a boring thing, especially if something that you make is always the same. But it is a very pretty stitch. See, it just makes everything look very, very neat, very well finished. So, pebble stitch. Okay. Yes. Now, because you pick up from the front and from the back. Yeah. So yes, it is nice. So I think I'm going to start doing a few of crochet um, stitches. What do you think? I don't know if you're interested or not. Yes, it is a lifesaver. Yes. Trues. 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 Okay. I love the of doing both. Small cute iron equipment. Yes. Like if you make in seat stitch a baby bolero, that just a baby jacket, it just looks so nicely done and so pretty. So yes, it looks very nice. Oh, from Turkey. Okay. Very far. Thank you for being with us because it's pretty late there now. It must be like 9 o'clock at night in Turkey because it's 7 hours from here to Paris, and if you add two more time, yeah, okay, so it's 8:20. Okay, so it's only 8 hours difference. Okay, but thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much, everyone. So let's talk about the stitches, and I will make this one, and and also I like to make simple stitches, you know, something that looks pretty, but it's only like a 2 or 4 row repeat. So those are nice. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, a crochet shawl. Anna is making a crochet shawl. Anna is the one that's making the crochet shawl. Yes. The, good night, Aman. Thank you very much. And thank you for being with us. And I love you all. Yes, Anna is making that crochet shawl and she's inventing it. So she has knowledge enough to make her own designs. Isn't that wonderful? So, yay! Okay, love you all, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye bye.